I'm having the thing where I'm staying up late again when my stomach's getting fat and I'm taking giant dumps, so.
Stupid Alaska, god damn it.
Fuck, was it Alaska?
It's supposed to, because Alaska's supposed to be the last natural beauty in the country.
Makes sense.
But it's not, because it makes your stomach bloat up and fills you with shit.
I did feel like shit after Alaska. I think it's just because I ate a bunch of fried food.
Maybe, I don't know. It looked like the Triceratops shit.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, just a big pile.
I just wanted to
Did they find those little seeds in there too? Did you get into the wrong bushes?
Didn't have time to look.
Adam, you're reverting into the natural human state. That's how humans shit 2,000 years ago.
Piles?
Now we just take weird, pathetic shits. Adam, you're the perfect man.
Well, the best thing about it is that Adam, despite having just blown out his asshole in the bathroom, we would have had no idea if he hadn't told us because he's wearing his Mac Weldon.
True.
And that's what they do. Their Silverline has antimicrobials, and they sponsored this episode of Open House, and we're going to hear a little bit more from them at the end of the show.
It's like a
Adam,
sieve.
Are you supposed to go every other day?
You just take it easy. If you don't feel like answering, you can just sit here quiet.
Yeah, you don't have to.
Don't worry
Fart
about
silently
No,
to
it's
yourself.
fine. I feel better when it comes out, but when it takes a week.
Does it help you know that there are wet wipes in the bathroom?
Only in the women's.
it. Yeah,
Oh,
only in
that's
the
right.
women's.
Only in the women's.
There are
So
barely
no.
any women in this building.
I'm
we're
tired of
wet
women
wipes
having
my
more
asshole.
rights than men in this
Hashtag
building.
us too.
Yeah. My butthole is clean. Okay.
Any wipe can be a wet wipe. You just dunk it in the toilet.
Oh, that's bad.
In the tank or in the bowl?
It's rubbing shit on your ass.
Hey, first question this week comes from WPawn1. With the release of Ant-Man and the Wasp, what animal's abilities would you want as your superhero superpower?
I'm gonna say the kangaroo, and I'll tell you why. Boxing. Have you seen how ripped the kangaroos are in their boxing?
And they headlock too.
Yeah,
And they headlock. Number two, they have a really gruesome pouch that's full of goo, and they could put anything they want in it.
Whoa.
Sexy.
And then I can also use it to lubricate.
I'm gonna get that big whale dick.
It's called a dork. It's called a dork.
Big dork energy.
Yeah, but what superhero are you going to be, Elise? I like to take things slow and easy, so I'd like to have the power of a sloth. But the thing is about the sloth is that you think they're not dangerous, but they have those long claws. Mm-hmm. So like Adam, like
Yeah.
I'll defend myself as Slothman would.
He's gonna get you. Watch out, Adam.
I'd love the superpowers of the most dangerous game. Man.
All right.
you were bitten by a
You
man?
can be
Yeah.
man.
A hobo
Yeah.
under the street.
Cool.
Then I got a degree and I graduated. I got a big house.
You gotta worry about paying bills and stuff.
But then this is my second marriage, so
Oh, no.
alimony's a bitch.
Boy, man.
Mine would solve a problem that I just experienced this morning. And that is you get in the shower in the morning, you got your morning gas, except it turns out it's not gas. Then you got to shut off the shower, sit on the toilet, blow it out, get back in the shower, clean up. That wastes too much time.
Doesn't happen very often, but
And there's only one animal I know that never confuses gas for shits, and that's a dog. So I would have the power of a dog to always know if it's a fart or solid.
we don't know that dogs don't know how to do that. They may have already constantly confused it.
Have you ever seen a dog laying on its side and just a turd falls out of its ass?
I mean,
no.
it's probably happened.
I don't think ever.
I don't think I've
All
ever
right.
seen it.
All right. You know what? Then if somebody can't tweet it to me, then I guess it doesn't exist.
There you go.
Challenge.
So many other things dogs can do.
I just want to go back to what Lauren said about not pooping in the shower. That's like the perfect place to poop.
I agree, except for the fact that the drain that I have right now is not one of those open ones. It's like
Just squish it down with your foot.
it doesn't work.
just shove
That,
it
I
down.
promise it doesn't work that way. It's totally different. It's not a great. It's like this cap.
You
use your
smush it.
foot.
You step it. You don't let it touch the
Yeah.
drain
It's
first.
totally not going to
You
work.
smush it
You mash
into
it
it,
up.
into it, and then it'll slide
It's like
right
a
in.
pancake.
You guys don't understand.
pancake.
It's natural.
You make pizza.
Next question.
The human body is a wonderful thing.
Jeez, from Wallsmither. Each of you get one fictional piece of technology. What do you choose?
I want the Infinity Gauntlet.
Okay, why?
So that way I can snap my fingers and bring back all of my favorite superheroes who disappeared at the end of Infinity War.
Oh, that seems really nice.
So they're all made of dust and a cow.
I'm gonna pick the coolest piece of technology that exists in the Star Wars universe.
That ice cream maker that the guy runs out of Cloud City
As
with?
like a sword? No.
Oh.
The feminine razor that Qui-Gon uses as a
No.
radio. Oh,
It's called Ray's bow staff.
Oh,
Ray's
cool.
bow staff is pretty cool, right, guys?
Yeah.
Technology? How's that technology?
Throw with your eyes, Elise.
Nothing.
But you could. That's not technology.
All she does is hit a minority.
I choose the pods from Elysium that cure all of your ailments.
Oh,
so
damn.
Adam can go in it, and then I can stop hearing about it.
No cure found.
Punches him in the gut. Ugh.
On that note, I would love my own chappie so that Die Antwort would hang out with me again.
Again.
Next question from GTank12. Funhaus opens its own medical private practice. What kind of doctor are all of you, and why do you get sued for malpractice?
Can I just start this off by saying, how come no one has made a TV show called Malpractice about a doctor named Mallory Practice? Because we
I
should.
feel like you answered your own question
in.
there.
I'm in, Elise. Let's do it.
Let's just change the question. What's the plot of the show Mallory Practice?
Mallory Practice? It's too hard to believe that somebody would be named Mallory Practice and become a doctor. So she changed her name
Oh.
Because she was a stripper.
Oh,
because
you
she
know,
was a stripper.
So she's a stripper. So, okay, how about this? Here, how about this?
Yeah.
She was a stripper
Yeah.
whose gimmick was that she was dressed like a candy striper, but she did it for so long that somehow she managed to acquire the necessary credits to get a doctorate.
All right. Yeah. Why
She
not?
stripped
Fuck
for
it.
long
Yeah,
enough.
Yeah.
And so now Elise, portraying Mallory Practice, starts her own malpractice.
Nickname Mal.
But she
to our
also doesn't
friends.
know anything about it.
But there's always random incidents, like a guy comes in with a giant pole through his stomach.
Yeah.
Like, how can we cure him? But she can't stop dancing on it.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
she's drawn to it like a moth to the
And
flame.
the hospital can't fire me for all the malpractice cases because what? Oh, I'm a stripper. So that's
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, they can't fire a
We're
woman
sex
or a
positive
stripper.
here.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Speaking of, she also, based on her escapades, has short-term memory loss. So we need a human element to the show, something that delves into her private life. So each episode, one of the children she forgot she had comes and says, "Mom, it's time for us to reconnect." And she's just like, "Wow, I didn't remember this." So as the show goes on, the cast just gets bigger and bigger. We're all her kids, by the way.
because she hit her head on the stage.
I don't want G-Tank to be upset about this, so I'll answer his question. I would have been a dick doctor and make dicks bigger.
There you go. That's all I wanted.
Well, you get malpractice because what you actually did was make everyone else's dick smaller.
Oh!
So yours looks bigger.
What was I? Dr. Practice, what were you thinking?
Doctor Practice.
Richard Practice is Dick Practice.
Dr. Dick Practice.
MD.
Domenico writes, "If you could have an erotic painting of anyone in the world, who would it be and where would you hang it?" I would say I want an erotic painting of God just so I know what she looks like.
I like that enlightened view.
As humankind's gone through the ages, we've said, what are the perfect shapes of tits? Are they torpedoes, teardrops, melons? God's tits have to be perfect.
Pedos.
Yeah, like in the 40s and 50s.
Cool.
Yeah,
You put your eye out on those.
It was a weird time. They liked UFOs.
I have a pretty solid answer to this one. My eccentric uncle had a painting of Mother Teresa going down on Princess Di.
Is this real?
Is that real?
And it said, "We are the world" on it.
Is this real? Are you? Don't tell me.
I wonder, I think Adam has somehow fooled James.
He's typing it in.
Was she like laying down?
It doesn't exist. I'm just
Oh, man, I was so curious. Somebody's got to make that.
I'm gonna go Japanese Emperor Hirohito.
Okay.
And I want an erotic painting of him standing erotically and naked as the bomb goes off of Hiroshima.
Oh, you'd have two mushrooms in one painting.
And then,
I want an erotic painting of the whole Skarsgård family.
oh wow,
Yeah.
that's
Peter
a big
Skarsgård,
painting.
Alexander
Peter
Skarsgård. Great job, everybody.
family.
Great job.
I would also accept an erotic painting of Mallory Practice.
Elise.
This is from Chazster567. Disney put you in charge of directing the new spin-off Star Wars movie. Who and what is it about?
A young boy, he's bearded,
Uh-huh.
goes out into the desert and finds a very exotic Star Wars artifact.
Yeah? What is it?
Basically a branch.
Whoa! That's so cool!
And he's amazed by it and
Yeah,
stares
yeah.
at it.
Uh-huh.
And he trains with it.
Right?
And then eventually war comes to his planet.
Of course.
So he charges at the enemy and they shoot him once in the head.
Oh, wow. Come on, he's a hero.
No, he's forgotten.
Oh, and then,
Too,
and then,
yeah.
and then Ray takes it off his corpse, and that's her bow staff.
And then she takes it off,
that
yeah.
sucks.
And then she dumps it later,
Gotcha,
too.
yeah. It's like the red violin of the Star Wars saga.
I'm gonna instead focus on side characters, because as we all know, those sell movies. Your Jar Jars,
True.
what have you. So I'm imagining some sort of large, furry creature. This creature, who is adorable, always knows if it's it's gonna fart or shit by just feeling the vibes of the universe.
Wow.
Yeah,
All right.
and then that takes them across the galaxy, all sorts of misadventures that never involve them shitting in the shower.
It's a good pitch.
Jacob turned us on to a bunch of whole new characters during the pod racing of episode 1 when we watch it together. I forget his name, but there's like a weird little chicken head thing that just a puppet for one frame goes. I want his story.
Who's the guy with the big horns that you always see in the Senate?
We move for a vote of no confidence, and he's like, oh.
Yeah, that's what he does. He goes,
Oh,
yeah.
That's his line. Oh.
Yeah, I want to see him like whatever like surf bro planet, where bro planet he's from. And he goes, whoa.
I always like the idea of an actor sitting in makeup for like 9 hours to come out and go, how long until we answer the question of how did that Rancor get down there? I want his origin story.
I'm glad you've asked that question because I have picked the very character that would help you with that.
Oh, no.
Malachili.
Is that Pigman?
The Rancor Keeper. No, it's the fat guy that comes down and cries when the
Cries.
Rancor
Oh.
dies. Malachili, the Rancor Keeper. I've always wanted to know how he got to Jabba's palace, brought the Rancor with him, and trained the Rancor because the Rancor is it's an aggressive, angry being.
Yeah.
And he trained it.
Yeah.
He was his friend.
It's a beautiful story.
I hate to shit on this parade, but I feel like Robot Chicken or Family Guy already did that.
What? That's my
Robot
idea.
Chicken.
I stole that from George Lucas.
Your last question this week comes from Yoda the Hobbit. It's a tough thing when you have to pee, but there's no restroom or an easy bush to hide in. Everyone know that it's very hard to pee with an
What
erection.
happened to Yoda
You
when
have
he
a
was
question,
typing this?
Yoda?
Yeah.
I've met this guy. He's a good guy.
What tips do you have to stay hard and prevent yourself from peeing your pants?
The way to stay hard, and this is going to sound weird, but it's true. If you just hit your dick over and over and over, it will stay hard because it's constantly trying to defend itself. Just pop it.
There's only one surefire way to stay hard, and it's to stimulate the prostate.
It's a
erection.
feather.
It's a feathering, exactly. And then that way people won't be embarrassed to see you pee your pants.
I say you gotta let it go, but smart. This is for the Gentiles in the audience, and I've talked about this before. You yank the sheets up over, tie them off, then you got yourself a little pouch. You can just pee right into that.
You mean scrotum?
Yes, no, foreskin. Cinch it up real good. And then you got a little ballooning container to piss into, and it makes your dick look bigger.
I think you just do what some of the greatest villains in history, or at least fictional history, have done. Hannibal and that one guy from Sherlock. You go to therapy, you learn how to create a mind palace. And in that mind palace, there is a chest. Within that chest, you open it up, and there's a picture of Princess Di going down to Mother Teresa.
Oh, nice!
I love that picture.
And you hold that image in your head,
Yeah.
and you go, you can do no harm to me,
And
Agent
you're
Sterling.
constantly hard.
Where should I find that? What should I Google? Elise, what should you do?
One of two things. You either go visit friendly neighborhood practitioner, Dr. Dick Practice,
yeah,
see if he has
he's a real
something
good doctor,
he can do
real
for
good
you,
doctor.
or you just pee the pants. Forget that underwear. You can buy new underwear.
Yeah. If you're already wearing a pair of Mack Weldons, those underwear is gonna be just fine. Trust me. This episode of Open House is brought to you by Mack Weldon. Mack Weldon is better than whatever you're wearing right now. Mack Weldon believes in smart design, premium fabrics, and simple shopping. A couple clicks on their website, and you will be sitting pretty in the most comfortable underwear, socks, shirts, undershirts, hoodies, and sweatpants that you'll ever wear. Mack Weldon also has a silver line of underwear and shirts that are naturally antimicrobial, which means even if you stink, these won't. They want you to be comfortable, so if you don't like your first pair, you can keep it and they will still refund you, no questions asked. Not only does Mack Weldon's underwear, socks, and shirts look good, they perform well too. They're perfect for the gym, going to work, out on a date, or just everyday life. So go to MackWeldon.com and get 20% off using promo code HAUS, H-A-U-S. Do yourself a favor, because Mack Weldon is better than whatever you're wearing right now. Homework for this week, everyone. Find out if there's a robot chicken thing
For Malachili.
for Malachili.
Right, yeah.
Get me that picture of Princess Diana.
Yeah.
And if you want to ask a question, go to our subreddit. What was the other piece of homework release?
There was something else somebody needed to tweet me. Something about poop. Oh, dogs. A
Oh,
dog,
yeah.
A
And
dog
then
accidentally
tweet-
shitting.
If you can find on Twitter an image of a dog accidentally shitting itself, send it to Bruce.
Doesn't exist. Good luck.
That's your homework for this week. Have a great summer.
We see the same star,
I thought I was obscured out there.
even though
You're far away.
the odes still spell your name.
Moonlight Bruce. I love that song.
And we
that
go,
song.
shut up!